Something about Andre doesn't add up. The look in his eyes, the hesitation before he speaks, the way he avoids every question, it all screams one thing: he's hiding something. But what if this secret isn't just about him? What if Andre's silence is the key to everything falling apart? Andre has always been the calm one, the man who keeps his head when everyone else loses theirs. But in episode 155, that calm turns cold. Every move he makes feels rehearsed, every word carefully chosen, like he's reading from a script only he can see. We watch him stand in the empty hallway, the faint light from a broken bulb flickering against his face. He takes out his phone, hesitates, and then deletes a message without opening it. It's such a small action, almost easy to miss, but it speaks volumes. What was in that message? Who sent it? And why does he look afraid? Throughout the episode, Andre's body language betrays him. When Jacob confronts him about the missing journal, Andre doesn't deny anything, he just smiles. Not the kind of smile that means I've got this, but the kind that hides a storm underneath. It's the smile of someone holding a secret that could destroy everything. The camera lingers on his hand as he clenches his fist, a nervous twitch that reveals his mask is cracking. Then there's that scene in the garage, the one that no one can stop talking about. Andre steps into the shadows, speaking in a low voice to someone we can't see. His tone shifts between anger and desperation. We only catch fragments of his words. Not yet. They're not ready. If Jacob finds out, it's over. And then, silence. The door slams shut, and we're left staring into the darkness with more questions than answers. What makes this moment so powerful is what it doesn't show. The writers of Beyond the Gates know that fear grows in the spaces between words. They don't need to tell us what Andre's hiding, we can feel it. The silence is louder than any confession. It forces us to wonder, is Andre protecting someone from the truth or protecting himself from exposure? There's a chilling symbolism behind every scene Andre appears in this episode. Notice how mirrors are everywhere around him: bathroom mirrors, car mirrors, even a broken hand mirror in his bag. It's like the show is screaming for us to see that Andre's reflection doesn't match who he really is. He's fractured, split between two versions of himself, the loyal friend and the secret keeper. But the question that burns brightest is, what's the cost of his silence? The way Jacob looks at him during that tense dinner scene says it all. There's no trust left, just suspicion. And once suspicion enters a friendship like theirs, it spreads like wildfire. We start to see small signs that Jacob senses the truth, even if he doesn't understand it yet. The camera cuts between Andre's fake calm and Jacob's rising frustration, showing us a collision that's about to happen. Andre may think he's in control, but the cracks are growing. His silence, his secrets, his lies, they're all catching up to him. And in this episode, for the first time, he realizes that whatever he's hiding isn't buried deep enough. Someone's getting close. Someone's about to find out that Jacob has always been the heart of Beyond the Gates, the one who holds everyone together when the world around them begins to fall apart. But in episode 155, something inside him finally snaps. You can see it in his eyes long before he even raises his voice. That quiet, heavy kind of pain that sits deep in the soul, the kind that doesn't need words to scream. For the first time, Jacob isn't fighting the world outside. He's fighting himself. The episode opens with Jacob alone in his workshop. The camera moves slowly, almost carefully, as if afraid to disturb the silence. The tools on the table are scattered, covered in dust and dried paint. He sits there, staring at the half-finished model of the gate, his creation, his obsession, his curse. His hands tremble as he picks up a piece of it, the same way someone touches a wound that refuses to heal. The sound design here is hauntingly perfect. The faint hum of a flickering light, the distant thunder outside, the rhythmic tap of his fingers on the wood. It feels like the world is holding its breath with him. When Jacob finally speaks, it's not to anyone in the room, it's to the ghosts of his past. He whispers a name: Evelyn. A name we haven't heard since episode 139. The moment he says it, you realize this breakdown isn't sudden. It's been coming for weeks, building in the cracks of his sanity. Every betrayal, every lie, every unanswered question has pushed him closer to this point. And now, with Andre's strange behavior, Jacob's last thread of trust is slipping away. Later, during the confrontation scene, we see a different Jacob, one that's raw and unpredictable. He storms into Andre's place, demanding answers. His voice isn't angry at first. It's desperate. You can tell he doesn't want to fight, he wants to understand. But when Andre avoids eye contact and gives half-truths, Jacob's desperation turns into fury. He slams his hand on the table, shouting, "You think I don't see it? You think I don't know?" The sound echoes, but Andre doesn't move. The silence after that line feels like a blade pressed against skin, cold, sharp, and deliberate. Jacob's breakdown isn't loud for long. It's the quiet that follows that destroys him. He steps back, breathing heavily, and the camera blurs for a moment, as if showing us how dizzy he feels. He looks around the room and sees the photo on the wall, him, Andre, and the rest of the group, smiling, young, and touched by betrayal. He takes the photo down and just stares at it. His hands shake, and then he starts laughing, not out of humor, but out of disbelief. That kind of laughter that hides the sound of breaking. The writers play with light in this scene beautifully. Half of Jacob's face is covered in shadow, the other half lit by the warm glow of a lamp. It's a visual metaphor for his state of mind, half of him still clinging to reason, the other half slipping into darkness. The more Andre tries to calm him, the less human Jacob seems to become. His words start to lose meaning. They become fragments, bits of thought that crash into each other. "You said," "You promised," and then he stops. A tear slides down his cheek. It's not the tear of weakness. It's the tear of realization that the real tragedy of Jacob's breakdown is that he's not angry because Andre lied. He's angry because he believed him. Because deep down, Jacob built his entire world around trust, and when that trust breaks, the world falls with it. The scene ends with Jacob leaving the room, but not in rage. He leaves slowly, quietly, like a man walking away from everything he ever cared about. Andre calls his name, but Jacob doesn't look back. That silence between them says more than any line of dialogue ever could. As the episode fades out, we see Jacob back in his workshop. The rain outside is heavier now, almost violent. He stands by the model of the gate again, staring at it with empty eyes. He picks up a hammer and hesitates. For a second, you think he's going to destroy it. But instead, he places the hammer down and whispers, "It was never about the gate." His voice breaks. And in that moment, so does he. Jacob's breakdown isn't just emotional, it's symbolic. It's the fall of reason, the beginning of chaos. His mind has become another gate of its own, one that's starting to open. And once it does, there's no telling what version of Jacob will come out the other side. Every frame in Beyond the Gates episode 155 feels like a riddle, one that hides its answers in plain sight. This episode doesn't just tell a story. It whispers it through colors, objects, and silences that say more than dialogue ever could. If you blink, you miss the clues. If you listen too casually, you miss the truth. Because episode 155 isn't just about Andre's secret or Jacob's fall. It's about the invisible forces shaping both. Let's start with the clock, the one that stops at 9:17. In the background of Andre's apartment, it's shown only for a second, but it's no accident. In Beyond the Gates, time is a recurring symbol of guilt. The same time, 9:17, appeared in episode 17, the night of Evelyn's disappearance. The clock stopping here isn't just a callback. It's a sign that Andre's world has frozen at that exact emotional moment. No matter how far the story moves, he's still trapped in the past. The writers are telling us that Andre's secret isn't new, it's something that began long ago and never truly ended. Then there's the mirror motif that follows Andre everywhere. He's surrounded by reflections, bathroom mirrors, glass doors, even a puddle during the rain sequence. But not once does he look directly at himself. The reflections are often distorted, blurred, or cracked. It's visual storytelling at its finest. Andre isn't who he appears to be, and his world no longer reflects truth. One particularly haunting shot shows his reflection smiling while his real face doesn't move. That half-second glitch makes the viewer feel unsettled, questioning if what we're seeing is real or part of the illusion. It's like the show itself is trying to remind us, the closer you look, the less you see. Jacob's world, on the other hand, is filled with empty spaces, chairs, rooms, and corridors that emphasize isolation. The empty chair scene is one of the most emotionally charged moments in the entire series. Jacob sits across from the chair where Evelyn once used to sit. The lighting is soft but cold, and the air feels heavy. The chair represents everything he's lost: trust, love, sanity. But it's also something more, a visual reminder that the people who vanish in Beyond the Gates never really leave. They stay as absences, haunting the frame rather than appearing in it. Color plays a crucial role too. The episode shifts from warm amber tones to harsh blue and gray as tension grows. Early scenes, like the dinner between Andre and Jacob, are bathed in golden illusion of comfort, a fake peace. But as secrets start to spill, that warmth disappears. The final act is drenched in steel blue hues, the color of betrayal and despair. This color transition mirrors the emotional transformation of both men. The golden light represents trust. The blue shadows represent truth. And in this world, truth is always cold. One of the most overlooked details appears in the garage scene. While Andre is on the phone, the camera pans slightly to reveal a symbol painted on the wall, a spiral made of 3 interlocked lines. That spiral has appeared before, carved on the gate's foundation back in episode 90. Fans theorized it was a religious mark or a secret organization's logo. But episode 155 gives it a deeper meaning. The spiral represents cycles of lies, guilt, and rebirth. Andre standing beside it suggests he's not just part of the cycle. He's helping it continue. Sound design carries another layer of symbolism. Throughout the episode, there's a faint humming noise that grows louder whenever Andre and Jacob share the screen. It's not part of the dialogue or soundtrack, it's something subconscious, an auditory signal that tension is building even when the characters are silent. In one scene, the humming syncs with Jacob's heartbeat sound effect, merging their fates together. It's almost as if the show is telling us that their destinies are linked. One's secret is the other's downfall. The writers also weave in religious imagery, subtly connecting the gate to spiritual themes of judgment and redemption. When Jacob whispers, "It was never about the gate," a faint beam of light hits his face through a cracked window. It resembles a cross, not drawn directly but formed by shadow and glass. It's a moment that blends faith and despair, suggesting Jacob's breakdown isn't only emotional, it's existential. He's not losing faith in Andre. He's losing faith in the entire idea of salvation. There's also the recurring bird motif, a crow that appears 3 times in the episode. Once outside Jacob's workshop, once near Andre's car, and once during the closing shot. In Beyond the Gates, crows are messenger symbols of truth arriving too late. Their repeated presence hints that the secret Andre hides is about to surface, whether he's ready or not. Episode 155 uses these layers of symbolism like a secret language. Every detail, every flicker, every sound, every object feels like a word in a code we're slowly learning to read. The deeper you look, the clearer it becomes that this isn't just a story about 2 men falling apart. It's a story about the universe testing them, about guilt that refuses to stay buried, and about the truth that always finds a way to return, no matter how well it's hidden. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real message of episode 155. Nothing stays hidden forever. Not lies, not pain, not the past. The gates are opening not in the world outside, but inside their minds. When the credits rolled on episode 155, the internet practically exploded. Forums lit up, social media threads overflowed, and every fan community from Reddit to small theory blogs seemed to agree on one thing: something massive is coming. But what exactly? The episode has left viewers in a strange emotional space, half curiosity, half dread. Every word, every glance, Every shadow in that final scene has been turned inside out by thousands of fans trying to decode what it all really means. And the theories. They're nothing short of wild. The most popular fan theory right now is something people are calling the dual gate theory. It suggests that there isn't just one physical gate, there's another one, hidden within the characters themselves. Fans argue that Andre and Jacob represent two sides of the same gate, Andre as the keeper, holding in the truth, and Jacob as the breaker, trying to let it out. This idea suddenly makes sense of the mirrored symbolism throughout the season, the reflections, the duplicate scenes, even the split lighting. In this interpretation, the gate isn't a place. It's a psychological boundary. When Andre hides his secret, he's keeping the gate closed. When Jacob breaks down, he's forcing it open. To men, one truth, one inevitable collision, another, darker theory has been circulating under the tag hashtag Evelyn is alive. According to this idea, Evelyn, the woman whose disappearance started everything, was never truly gone. The clues: the whisper of her name in Jacob's workshop, the faint humming sound that syncs with his heartbeat, and a frame-by-frame analysis of the garage scene where fans swear they see her reflection behind Andre for half a second. Some say she's haunting them. Others believe she's alive and working with the Order, the secret organization hinted at throughout the season. Either way, this theory adds a chilling layer to Andre's guilt. If Evelyn is alive, what did Andre do to keep that truth buried? A smaller but fascinating corner of the fandom has proposed a memory loop theory. This one dives into the surreal side of the show. Fans point out that many characters mention déjà vu in subtle ways, and certain lines of dialogue repeat across episodes as if the characters are stuck in cycles of their own making. The theory goes that Beyond the Gates isn't set in one timeline, it's looping over and over, with Andre trying to rewrite a past mistake that keeps resetting reality. Jacob's breakdown, then, isn't just emotional, it's the first sign that he's beginning to remember previous loops. The stop clock at 9:17 could be the moment time keeps resetting. If this theory proves true, episode 156 could be the beginning of the final loop, the one that finally breaks the cycle. And then there's the theory that nobody wants to believe, but everyone secretly fears. Andre isn't hiding something, he is something. There's a growing belief that Andre isn't human at all. Some fans noticed his reflection blink out of sync during episode 142. And his pulse never changes on the biometric scanner in episode 150. Combined with the strange light patterns and cryptic phone calls, fans think Andre might be a creation of the gatekeepers, made to observe, manipulate, or control the real Jacob. That theory turns everything upside down. If Andre is an imitation, a mirror version, then the entire emotional foundation of their friendship collapses. The question becomes not what is Andre hiding, but who built him. As for episode 156, predictions are fierce and divided. Some fans believe Jacob will vanish completely, symbolically becoming lost beyond the gate. Others think he'll uncover Andre's secret and turn the tables. A few are convinced the next episode will open with Evelyn's voice, confirming her existence and turning the entire narrative inside out. The trailer only adds to the chaos, Andre's voice saying, "You shouldn't have opened it," over a static field background, ending with a flash of the spiral symbol. Fans have slowed down that frame to reveal a number hidden inside the spiral, 917, the same time the clock stopped, the same time Evelyn disappeared. The same moment everything broke. Beyond theories and speculation, what makes this moment in Beyond the Gates so electrifying is how personal it feels. The show doesn't just build suspense, it builds obsession. It's not about monsters, portals, or conspiracies. It's about guilt, memory, and how far people will go to protect a truth that hurts too much to face. Fans aren't just watching the story anymore, they're living inside it, decoding it like it's a puzzle made just for them. So what happens next? Maybe Andre finally tells the truth. Maybe Jacob doesn't survive hearing it. Or maybe neither of them are real anymore, and the gate has already opened, swallowing everything we thought we knew. Whatever the case, one thing is certain. Episode 156 isn't just another chapter, it's the reckoning. The point where all the silence, all the lies, and all the ghosts come crashing together. And when that happens, the only question that will matter is who will walk beyond the gate and who will be left behind.